It is Monday, April 27th. I'm Sam Seder.
And I'm Lucy Steiner. Which one of these stories will you be talking about today?
A new report shows that massive corporations received millions in federal aid meant for small businesses under that first miserly coronavirus bailout. Meanwhile, new evidence supports Tara Reade's allegation of sexual assault against Joe Biden, bringing fresh attention to the presumptive Democratic nominee's history and fitness for office. And lastly, Trump's conduct in office and declining poll numbers have the GOP running scared that he may drag the whole party down with him. Sure, we've heard this one before, but there are some signs that battleground states could be slipping away.
You're listening to Majority.fm's AM Quickie, and these are the stories you need to know.
Surprise! The meager loan program intended to keep small businesses afloat during the coronavirus recession has instead funneled millions of dollars into big corporations. The Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, ran out of money almost immediately, so we knew that businesses could be left in the lurch, especially when big chains like Shake Shack and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse got a piece of the pie. But the New York Times found that dozens of other companies with millionaire executives, some of which were even under financial investigation, managed to secure loans. A few examples: AutoWeb, a digital marketing firm, scored a $1.4 million loan. Its CEO made $1.7 million in salary last year. MyMedX, a biopharma company in Georgia that the Times didn't name, but we tracked them down easily enough on Google, paid the Justice Department a $6.5 million settlement after allegedly illegally inflating its prices to the Department of Veterans Affairs. Guess what happened next? It got a $10 million loan. This program was meant to save mom-and-pop companies like restaurants, bars, barbershops, and the stores run as small businesses across the country. Instead, it's pretty clear that publicly traded corporations have been descending on it like flies, while worthy companies wither and die. Since the Trump administration isn't being transparent about where all the money is going, it's almost certain that there are even bigger offenders out there. Sure sounds like the American dream to me. New details arose this weekend that support Tara Reade's allegations that Joe Biden sexually assaulted her in the early 1990s. Reade, who alleges that Biden sexually assaulted her while she was a Senate aide in 1993, told The Intercept that she informed her mother, brother, and a close friend about the event at the time. Both the brother and the friend have confirmed that Reade told them about Biden's abuse at the time, but Reade's mother died in 2010. However, Reade also told The Intercept that her mother called into the Larry King Live show on CNN and referenced the event. And on Friday, the specific audio from the show surfaced, almost 27 years later. In the recording, a caller from San Luis Obispo, California, where Reade's mother was living at the time, references her daughter working for a prominent senator with whom she had, quote, problems, but chose not to go to the press out of respect for his office. Reade confirmed that the caller's voice is her mother. The call audio is yet more evidence that Reade's allegations against Biden are credible. Biden is now the presumptive Democratic nominee for president. While his campaign has thus far managed to push the allegations aside with a denial, it's unlikely that they will stay out of the front pages for long. In other words, the Democrats could be a real problem on their hands, and it's very possible that Biden has a victim who deserves justice. Many people have noted it's not too late to replace him with someone else. Between now and November, almost anything could happen.
Majority.fm's AM Quickie is fueled by JustCoffee.coop. Just Coffee is a worker-owned coffee roaster based in Madison, Wisconsin that has sponsored the Majority Report for nearly a decade. Check out their collection of fair trade roasts, including our own Majority Report blend. And regardless of what you order, receive 10% off your order when you use the code MAJORITY at checkout. And all shipping is free. That's coupon code MAJORITY at JustCoffee.coop.
Meanwhile, the Republicans foresee some serious problems of their own. Trump's more ludicrous than normal at press conferences and sinking poll numbers have some GOP strategists worried that he may lose both the White House and the Senate. The Times reports that one Republican pollster said, quote, "We have the foundation of a campaign yanked out from underneath us," as the economy is tanking and everyone but the almost die-hard supporters seem to be angry at the president. Trump is now behind in the polls in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Florida. Clearly, Biden has his own issues, but Trump losing popularity can only be a good thing regardless who the Democrats put up against him in November, because it could create opportunities for Democrats to take back key Senate seats. In tight races, the Republicans' hopes are bound to the president. If he doesn't win big and turn out his base, the Democrats may be able to swipe a seat or two. His administration is obviously doing damage control. Just look at the press briefings, which have been pared back significantly since Trump suggested that people perhaps inject cleaning supplies into their bodies to cure the disease. To be sure, we've heard the whole Trump is doomed song and dance plenty of times before, and it's not wise to get comfortable. But if the pillars of Trump's electoral hold over the country look shaky, that can only be a good thing. And now, for some quicker quickies.
Quicker quickie.
Bernie Sanders is currently fighting to stay on the primary ballot in New York and to keep his delegates from the California primary. While Sanders' campaign may be suspended, the amount of influence he has over the Biden campaign or eventual nominee could depend on his delegate pool at the convention. Donald Trump is still waging war on the post office, threatening on Friday to withhold future coronavirus relief if the agency does not raise its prices 4 or 5 times over, which is completely unrealistic and will shut out many people from using its services. In addition, he's looking to attack the postal union. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is either alive or dead, depending on which rumors or TMZ report you believe. The South Korean government, for its part, once again claimed over the weekend that it does not think there's anything out of the ordinary going on, or perhaps rumors of the supreme leader's death have been greatly exaggerated. The Congressional Budget Office predicts that the country will hit 16% unemployment by the third quarter of 2020, an absolutely devastating number. During the 2008 recession, the highest it ever got was 10%.
Quicker quickie.
That's it, folks. Thanks for listening to Majority.fm's AM Quickie. Lucy?
Thank you, Sam. Don't forget to check out the Majority Report today at noon, wherever your podcasts are found.